Hey everyone, welcome to a live recording of Skeptic Spin. I know it's weird. I'm actually not live now. I've decided that in 2025 is going to be Skeptic Spin's year of the top 5 list. I got an idea. A while back, we did a live show where I had a guest on, and that guest, well, and I never really let him leave.
Since no one knows when or if the poison has been released, until the box is opened, the cat can be thought of as both alive and dead.
He's been trapped here, and maybe he should come back and work for his food. So, you know what? Yeah, let's bring him on.
Is that sunshine? What is this? Hey man.
Hey man. Thanks so much for coming back over to Skeptic Spin, and hanging out with me and doing some work for free.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, man. You have been so generous with all the newspaper lining the cage, and I figure it's time I return the favor. So
that's. Oh, I got that cage from Salvation Army on top of that.
That's really,
like
really solid. It's a really solid cage, man. That's just...
So I want to do some top 5 lists, and today I've assembled a list of top 5 Bible contradictions. Secularity, you'd be perfect to go through this list with me. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right. But before we get to number 5.
Hey, everybody. Make sure to come hang out with us on March 31st as we launch Secularizing Us, a new nonprofit organization focused on connecting and supporting atheists, humanists, skeptics, and their allies. We'll tell you all about the organization itself, what we have planned for this year, and we'll bring on a whole bunch of wonderful people to talk about the great work they do. March 31st, help us build a home and raise the flag for secularism. Now let's check out number 5.
Our number 5 Bible contradiction: who carried Jesus's cross?
Station 2, Jesus takes his cross. This cross is seriously heavy. Oh man, this is totally weak.
So because this is a contradiction, we got like 2 verses here, right? So we got John 9:17 versus Luke 23:26. So secularity, I always thought Jesus carried his own cross. Where is there a contradiction?
Well, supposedly, actually, there's this guy, Simon. You might not know him, but he was from Cyrene. You might not know where that is, but neither of that matters, because there is a version where Jesus carries his cross the entire time. In fact, that's kind of something that a lot of Christians these days have really taken to, right? The concept of carrying your own cross, just like Jesus. Except it kind of seems like he had some help at least half the time. So,
somebody! Hey Billy, let me out of here, damn it! Billy, help!
Yeah, this guy Simon carried Jesus's cross while Jesus carried his cross. It seems contradictory. It doesn't seem like Jesus carried his cross the whole way, but that's okay because apparently Simon did. Unless you read the other story, then Jesus carried. Yeah, it doesn't work.
It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. 4 more to go.
I don't know. These contradictions could get bad.
Just hoping. Number 4, God's nature. Numbers 23:19 versus Exodus 32:14. So, the contradiction here is that God never changes his mind.
Right.
Meanwhile, in Exodus, God changed his mind.
I made an error in creating you.
The creation of perfection is no error.
I did not create perfection, I created error.
Well, no, okay, no. So you don't understand. No. Let me explain. Okay. Let me explain, Justin. Let me help you out here, okay? Right. God has a nature, right? An essence, right? And that's what's consistent. God is always the same. Except for the whole thing about Jesus coming down and then changing all the biblical laws. No. It makes it because
Stick
that was
to the
God.
Contradictions on the list, please.
It just, look, God. Okay, hang on. God never changes.
Yeah, he never changes.
But then he goes back on some of the things that he changes his mind.
This is sure getting complicated. We should have just taken the F in science.
I've always found like the Noah story kind of sus as well, as far as him changing his mind. He's kind of like, I'm going to create man, I'm going to give them all this free will and all this stuff. And all that free will does nothing but piss God off.
Yeah.
So now he's like, nope, we're just going to Control-Alt-Delete this bitch and start over.
It's very, very strange. And I know, Justin, you said keep to the ones on the list, but I want to point this out real quick.
Yeah.
Technically, the story of Noah ends with his family going around and populating the whole world. And then the very next line is the story of the Tower of Babel, where everybody is confined to a single city and speaks one language. I don't know if that's a contradiction or not, but it's definitely not on this list. You know, somebody likes this book.
Oh, man. Well, that's number 4. What could number 3 be? I guess I'll have to click it and find out. How Judas died.
Judas Iscariot.
Yeah, we know who Judas.
Son of Cyberia and Simon Iscariot.
That I did not know.
So, let me clarify here. So, apparently, we got a contradiction between Matthew and Acts. So in Matthew, Judah just simply hangs himself. But Acts says that like he buys a field and then he fell headlong and his body burst open. I don't know about you, but I love popping a good pimple. But I have a feeling this is not what this means.
Yeah, and it's I'm not even positive what they're saying there. I don't know what they're saying with his body burst open. I mean, does his body literally explode? But he's definitely not hanging himself if he's falling headlong, right? I mean, those are clearly on the opposite end of the spectrum here. So there's no way you could possibly rationalize those two together. But I've seen apologists try.
I mean, the rest of the passage of Acts says, let's just read the passage in complete here. Judah bought a field. There he fell headlong. His body burst open and all his intestines spilled out.
I'm busting, Jerry. I'm busting.
Right.
This is the words of the Bible.
So he didn't hang himself, is what you're saying.
Well, not according to Acts. Matthew would disagree with whoever wrote Acts. Matthew says, no, he just hung himself. Which isn't just a contradiction. It's really kind of a difference of like, where did you go? To the convenience store. Or where did you go? I just flew over to Hawaii real quick to get married.
Yeah.
It's two different stories.
Yeah. This is not something that you can reconcile, I think, honestly. There's no way. It clearly says he hung himself. It clearly says he fell headlong. How's that work? I don't know. I'm sure somebody will tell us.
Or at least some interpretation.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for number 2?
Let's see it,
We're getting close to number 1. Number 2, Bible contradiction. Genealogies of Jesus. So allow me to explain a little bit more. We got Matthew apparently just made up his own story from everyone else, is what I'm learning from these lists.
Matthew 1, the book of the genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
So Matthew traces the lineage through Solomon to Joseph. Right, so we're talking Jesus family tree here, I guess.
Right.
Where Luke says the lineage comes through Nathan to Joseph.
Abraham became the father of Isaac. Isaac became the father of Jacob. Jacob became the father of Judah and his brothers.
So one of the big things about Jesus with the early Christians was supposedly he was prophesied, in the Hebrew Bible, right? To be the Messiah, you would have to be Jewish. And so they want to trace Jesus back to these ancient, Jews that are the patriarchs of the Jewish religion.
Judah became the father of Perez and Zerah by Tamar.
Here's the thing, though, Justin.
Oh no!
So
no more things, man.
Well, okay. So these genealogies, as laid out in the books, technically go to Joseph. But see, Joseph didn't have sex with Mary to impregnate her.
Right, so it's not even a genealogy.
Right. And here's an extra layer of badness, okay? Is that at that time, for sure, and even still today in the Jewish faith, you're not Jewish unless your mom is Jewish. So really, we would need to trace the lineage through Mary, which is actually what some apologists have said is why there's a discrepancy between these two genealogies. The issue with that is, though, yeah, that's not really how genealogies work and stuff. Like, the way they laid it out still isn't right. There's still a lot of problems. There's a lot of things missed. There's a lot of just random people. You don't know who Nathan is. I don't know who 3/4 of these people are.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, technically speaking, Joseph had nothing to do with Jesus other than really close to his mom.
Yeah. This is why this list right here, Justin, is the reason why you can make the Bible say anything you want to. Because honestly, it does.
Oh, that makes really good sense because, yeah, if someone were to make an argument about one thing, someone just needs to come back with a contradiction and say, yeah, but the Bible also said this, so it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're so right. We don't even need to look at number one then.
All right, well, just back it up.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah, see you guys.
You get back to your box there.
Small.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
The chat's gonna crucify us. All right, here we go. Number one Bible contradiction, the creation accounts. So I don't even think it's number one. I don't even need to explain this to you.
Yeah.
Genesis 1, we got plants, animals, then humans.
Okay.
Genesis 2, we get man, then plants, then animals, then woman.
No. One crisis at a time.
No, I see I get it. Okay. I'm so sorry. Justin, I'm so sorry to have to admonish you like this twice in one episode.
No.
But see, the problem is you don't understand. So the first time that they talk about the creation account, right? It's just a broad picture, it's just an overview, right? But in the second account, see, God is so gracious as to give us the details, right? That's why he has, Adam name all the animals, but wait, in the first one he made all the animals first and then he made Adam. So it
Can I take back my dog?
doesn't.
Hey, SR? Hello? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, like I said, it was because the first one is an overview and then the second one goes into detail more where the man is created at a separate time from the woman, like way later on after God's not sure if Adam can have sex with lions, I guess. But in the first one there,
the design is really strange.
Huh. Yeah. You know what, Justin? I'm beginning to think this book doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. I've always seen the whole idea of like Adam first and then he makes Eve after the fact, kind of like a software patch. Like God screwed up the first release, the 1.0, so bad. He's like, oh shit, I made this guy all by himself. He's got no friends.
Isn't that great?
No one to run frolic naked through the Garden of Eden. He needs a friend. Okay, let's do a software patch and just upload. There we go. Okay, I fixed it.
What an all-knowing, all-powerful deity.
Yeah, he needed a second shot at what mankind was going to look like.
Yeah. And this isn't even it, Justin. These aren't even all the contradictions, man.
What you talking about, Willis?
There's
Really?
2 accounts of how the flood lays out. You know, the bird that Noah sends out, is it a raven? Is it a dove? What does the bird bring back? When does it come back? Also, there's 2 different accounts of how Joseph gets to Egypt. Who sends him there? How do they get him? Do they pull him out of a well? Do they enslave him? Honestly, who knows, you guys?
Who knows, you guys? Who know? Hey, there's the video title. Who knows, you guys? Who knows? All right. Well, SR, that's our first top 5 list. What do you say? Let's do some more.
I like it, man.
All right. Well, if you guys are liking these top 5 lists, make sure you let us know in the comments what you think. Share some more contradictions that you're aware of. Maybe you've got a slightly better number 1. I guess we'll see you in a week's time. We'll do another top 5 list. SR, I got bad news, though. That means you got to go back in the box.
All right. I'll see you next week, guys.
All right.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you absolutely hate this video, well, let us know in the comments below. Or tell us what top 5 list you'd like to see next.